Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger Muncie and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting. We're here today with Representative Jamie Flick. He's representing the 83rd District in Pennsylvania House, serving parts of Lycoming and Union counties. And Representative Flick is preparing to host his annual Human Services Expo and Speaker Series coming up April 23rd. That's an event designed to connect residents with resources and local organizations that can help families across our region. We're also here today with Carrie Pauling, who's going to support us and help out Representative Flick when you forget stuff, I think, right?
You got it. Fantastic. That's a daily occurrence.
Well, welcome today. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Well, we wanted to know about human services. Basically, you have a big background in human services, so this is a good connection for you.
It is. And first of all, thank you for having us.
Sure.
So human services, when you talk about human services, it's mental health services, drug and alcohol, early intervention, intellectual disability. So I spent, before becoming a state rep, 39 years with Susquehanna Software, and that's what we did. We developed software for human services, almost the entire Commonwealth, 61 counties.
Amazing. So what did you tell the other 6 counties that said, we don't want that?
Well, they're losing out. That's what I told them. Freddie, that led, when I became a state rep, you get appointed to certain committees. So I sort of begged to get on the Human Services Committee because it just was a good transfer of knowledge.
I think that this is something that you probably were thinking of while you were running, like, ooh, this can really be a big help at the position if you could get in it.
Yeah, certainly I was very passionate about it.
Wonderful. So the Human Services Expo itself, it's coming up on April 23rd. That was the inspiration, really, to sort of get to the people with all the things that you have to offer.
100%. This is our 4th annual Expo held at Penn College. We've had over 70 vendors. It's one of the largest in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Amazing. I did see a flyer. It came around the mail just recently, so thank you for that. I'm thinking about the organizations and resources that are going to be available. I mean, you're talking about mental health and you're talking about a big list of people. So, Carrie, are you the person that would know about the different vendors that are going to be there that we can sort of look forward to seeing and hearing and talking to these folks?
Yeah, sure. We have a number of vendors, like Representative Flick said, 70 vendors who come. This year, we've already got about 15 or more brand new vendors. So,
great.
You know, we're not just repeating the same thing over and over, although it's extremely useful. But, you know, really everything from senior care, housing for seniors, care for seniors, early intervention services, healthcare, independent living, services for women and children, veteran services. It runs the gamut. And if you're looking for counseling, or your loved ones are looking for counseling or addiction services or things like that, I mean, if you're a caregiver or if you're looking for yourself or you have children and you are looking for supportive services, this is seriously the place to come. So it's 1 to 3 on Thursday, April 23rd. That's the speaker series, 1 to 3. And we'll get into that one. The expo itself is from 3 to 6 at the field house at Penn College. It's super accessible. Parking is right out front. You can walk right in and circulate all the vendors. It's a friendly, lively place to be. And tons of information. You
mentioned that you said that we're not repeating things, but even if you were, people are new and you have people that may have different issues. They didn't have it last year.
Yeah, needs change, services change. You know, they rise to meet the needs that are occurring that day, you know, or that year in their season of life. Also, it's free. We wanted to get that out there. Yeah, this is free for anybody. It's free for our vendors also. So, you know, we were welcoming these service providers in, and it's at no cost for them. It's also no cost to the community who wants to come.
I'm wondering about the feedback that you've received over the past 3 years. I mean, tell me a little bit about how people have responded to you.
One thing I wanted to mention is people do say to us all the time, hey, I came here for this service, but my goodness, I didn't know that the veteran services were going to be here.
Sure.
So next year I'm going to bring my mom or my dad or my brother that's a veteran. So again, this year probably 80 plus vendors. So it does run the gamut, and certainly you're going to come and go to much, much more than just one table.
Well, we wanted to talk about the speaker series, which is what kicks off your day. And you, in the past, have had people, I remember from last year, you had the speaker series, which is about mental health and a lot of that in the education sector. And so is that going to be similar this year, or are we going to have a new kind of set of talks?
We're going to pivot a little this year and talk about the opioid crisis and recovery and the services available, also what legislators are doing to help with the crisis. And we're also going to have some personal stories of recovery and survival from families.
Sure.
Specifically, Saving Lives for Zachary is a well-known nonprofit Carolyn Mealy. She will be a part of our speaker series this time, and just really offering some personal, hopeful, and resourceful information.
I think we got some good news, did we not, recently, that the numbers of overdoses are down in Pennsylvania?
Well, certainly in Lycoming County. So
Okay.
I sit on the Opioid Trust. It's a real long name, but I'm just going to call it the Opioid Trust.
Okay.
There's one Republican state rep and one Dem state rep sitting on that. Only 13 people in the entire Commonwealth serve on that committee. And our job is to oversee $2 billion, with a B, $2 billion. And that is when the attorneys general from all 50 states sued Big Pharma and received money. And we're going to sue them again. I mean, these people killed kids, so we're going to keep going after them. But we oversee the distribution of that funding, and I think we've done a pretty good job. So in Lycoming County, the numbers, I believe, were down 62%.
That's incredible. Is that just because of Narcan being available and the different skills that people have, the medical people?
I think there's a host of reasons,
Okay.
and Carolyn Mealy will cover some of those reasons, but it is going to be emotional. It's going to be very telling, and we hope those numbers keep going. We hope we never need to sue anybody again, right? We want that number to be 0% overdoses. So,
do people come to you knowing that you are part of legislation that brings funding to help out with the opioid information and education? Do people come to you asking for help, or how does that work?
They do. And again, I'm just a small part of that committee. So people come to me here at our office, but more so it happens in Harrisburg.
I see. Well, that speaker series should be good. I mean, that's 1 to 3, so that's at Penn College as well. Is that in a different location?
Yeah, that's at Penn's Inn. There will be great signage the day of the event. Penn College is a fabulous partner, helping with a lot of the legwork to get us there and to host the community there. But look for signs. It'll be well marked.
Tell me about the people that should attend. I mean, you're talking about caregivers, you're talking about helpers, you're talking about people who are also afflicted with some of these issues or maybe past issues. You know, tell me a little bit about who you will see there.
It's such a wide variety, but if you're looking for services to help yourself, you know, as far as counseling or mental health services, addiction services, transportation, STEP will be there to talk about some of their services that they offer for the community. Again, very big for caregivers. Lots of information to help caregivers go about, you know, their job and resources to support them. We actually are going to have students from Penn College's Physician's Assistant Program giving free blood pressure screenings.
Nice.
So we're involving some of the students at Penn College the day of.
Penn College is so accommodating.
Fabulous, yeah. I mean, and their students are, you know, learning kind of in the process. So they're eager to be there that day.
Sure.
So we're hoping to involve students in a few other areas as well. So moms or dads looking for information for their children. And again, like we said, veteran services are really in high demand.
Are the people that they're hearing this today, and we're about a month out because we're a little early, and so we want to know if people are thinking, hey, I can still be a vendor, can't I? Is that possible?
We still have some spots available. It's filling up quickly, so we encourage anybody to get onto repflick.com and look under events. There is a sign up there for vendors. And, you know, we're looking for any vendors who are offering services for the community. We also have some insurance providers there to talk about wills and, you know, those kind of senior care, elder care law, youth programming. If you offer services for youth, it's a great place to be. But we are certainly still accepting vendors.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to that. It's coming up April 23rd, starting at 1 o'clock for the speaker series, then 3 to 6 for the Expo. So I'd like to pivot a little bit with Representative Flick and just sort of talking about the resources that you've brought back to the district. First of all, we were talking about the opioid committee that you're on, but really, we're talking about money that's coming back for fire departments and first responders, and that's amazing. Thank you to spearhead those kind of things.
Well, you're very welcome, and that is part of the job. I usually try to divide it into 3 segments. We have, of course, the funding that we come back, and we've brought back over the last 2 terms roughly $40 million. So it is, you fight for it. That's what you're in Harrisburg. You're fighting for your own district. Sometimes you're fighting against other state representatives for that funding, and that funding used for infrastructure projects, certainly drug and alcohol projects and such. Also, secondly, constituent services. So Carrie and my office do just a phenomenal job for constituent services as people come back. And the third part is creating law. So I have been able to, in a bipartisan method, pass some opioid bills that I think really play into the 62% decrease here in Lycoming County of overdoses.
You have $225,000 for fire and EMS companies in the district. Is that a tremendously significant number comparatively?
Actually, no. I would say no.
Okay.
They need more.
It feels like a lot.
I know it sounds like a lot of money, but boy, the volunteers in this area, I mean, just weeks ago in South Williamsport, tragic fire.
Yes.
Last week in Loyalsock. So these, if you think about a fire truck, that's $1 million, right? One fire truck. And you have to wait 4 years to get it. They're way out. So even though it sounds exciting that we're getting $225,000, $250,000, we need more.
That goes to one installment.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Well, good for you for fighting for us and for our local first responders.
Sure.
Well, in Harrisburg, I guess, what about the child custody issues that you were talking about as well?
Yeah, House Bill 1499. We could talk for the next month on that one. I'm not sure you wanted to bring that up. But it was one of the reasons I ran for office, to ensure that if you got fit, loving parents, 2 of them, that the children should have equal access to time for both of those parents. We held a hearing about 4 months ago. I got to tell you the truth. When we hold these hearings in Harrisburg and we're done, we look at the audience and we say, thank you all for coming. And sometimes it's just the cameraman, right? So nobody's there. But this hearing, the room, we had the largest room, fits 150 people. There had to be 200 people. That was overflowing, people from all over. We had great testimony from judges, from attorneys, from family law folks.
Everybody who gets involved in these cases.
Yeah, so a version of this bill has passed in 4 states. But again, Pennsylvania is a tough place to pass a bill. It's one of only 3 states where you have a split legislature. And in our case, we have a governor that's a Democrat. We have a Senate that's Republican. And we have a House that could not be more split. There's 203 members of the House of Representatives. 102 are Democrats, 101 are Republicans. So it's a fight tooth and nail to get something passed down there. But we're making great progress on the bill. We have co-sponsors, meaning other state reps that raise their hands and say, hey, this is a great bill. As of today, we have 67, which is unheard of. 23 or 24 of them Democrats, the rest Republicans. So it could not be more bipartisan. It's stuck right now in the Judiciary Committee, and we're really pushing to get it moved out of that committee.
Are you known as a bipartisan guy? Would you say that's your thing?
I think that's a fair statement. That doesn't always make my own party happy, but I'm certainly known as the guy that reaches across the aisle.
Well, yeah, you're getting stuff done, and isn't that what we kind of want to happen?
I think I will always put people over party.
That's wonderful, and thank you for that, for sure. Well, what are the biggest priorities for Lycoming and Union counties right now? Is that where we're the opioids, and we're talking about children and families? Is that your first priority?
Yeah, that's certainly my first priority, and some of it falls on what committees you get assigned to. So, Again, I'm on that committee. I'm also on the Children and Youth Committee, so that fits nicely into this vendor show and this event on Environmental Committee. So I would say those areas are what I'm focused on. But certainly we meet each month with the county commissioners. Housing is a big issue in this area. So we really, really are looking at improving housing in this area. We want more people to come to this area. We want the Bass Pro to go in, right?
Yes, for sure. And all the different things that are happening all around. I mean, talking about resources, you've been touring a little bit too, seeing the different ribbon cuttings and things that are happening. I mean, that's very promising.
Yeah, we do a lot of ribbon cuttings. We do a lot of touring, but I'm looking to go more international at this point. So I will be leaving August the 1st to go to Taiwan, with the ambassador of Taiwan has invited me, because one of the things with the tariffs is the Taiwanese don't want to pay these tariffs. So now they're starting to build in America and then hire Americans. So we're looking at the natural gas industry here, at data centers and things of that nature. But specifically, the trip to Taiwan is going to be focusing on chip manufacturers. We want some of those chip manufacturers coming to Lycoming County, coming to Union County, and build the facilities here and hire people from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So it's much more than just focusing on our village here. We are trying to take this international and bring here. And the other committee that I'm on that ties into that is tourism. What better place to be than Central Pennsylvania with the Little League World Series? And again, on the Children and Youth Committee in Human Services, that's sort of the trifecta of Little League. So.
Sure. And you got Bass Pro Shops, like you mentioned. I mean, let's get people here fishing and hunting and all the different PA Wilds activities as well.
You got it. I got my fishing license yesterday, so trout season's right around the corner.
Can't you fish all year?
You can fish all year, but you can't keep them all year. You got to throw them back. So if you're going to eat them, you need a license. And I'm a senior citizen now. So as of now, I bought my license. I never have to buy it again. So
it's
I would
a lifetime appointment.
Encourage those people 65 and over. You can now get your fishing license, and you will never have to buy one again. Get outside.
Have you ever fly fished? Can you fly fish? You can fly fish trout, right?
Absolutely. Sure thing.
I've never really done much fishing. I took a hook off a fish one time, and I did put a worm on a hook, and I realized they don't like that. Those worms.
Well, I think maybe we can start a new phrase: hooked on fishing, not on drugs.
Okay.
So we'll get people outside, and there's a whole lot of things to do to get, especially for the youth in this area.
I love that.
And fishing is certainly one of them.
How does your family handle you being away or going to Taiwan? Are they incredibly encouraging?
Yeah, I'm an empty nester now, so my kids live in 5 different states, so they handle it just fine.
They send you little texts here and there for sure.
Yeah, the way I vote, trust me, they send me texts on certain things.
Well, we certainly are excited about the Expo, which is coming up here on April 23rd, and we wanted to just sort of get you a little bit of an idea about what people can do to come in and park and get all the things. We sort of want to revisit the events that are going to be happening. So first is the speaker series. It starts at 1 o'clock. Tell me about that.
Correct. Speaker series is from 1 to 3 at Penn's Inn at Penn College. Again, there will be signage. There's parking available. Signs will also tell people where to park. Then from 3 to 6 is the Expo at the Field House, also at Penn College. Parking is very accessible, free for everyone. We'd like to also thank UPMC and West Branch Drug and Alcohol as partners with us for this Expo, in addition to Penn College. The day of, it's very simple. Just park and wander in. We'll have a coffee truck this year on hand, so it can be get refreshed and wander through the aisles of vendors, organizations, agencies. Very one-on-one, and we get great feedback. There's a lot of exchange of fantastic information that day.
Is there anything that you take with you once you get like the numbers that are there, the people that are there? Do you take any emails and follow up on different things? Is that anything that you do, or is that more the vendors that would take care of that?
A little of both. We would love for people to check in at our front desk as you come in and leave an email address or an address with our office, because we'd love to follow up. We don't keep tabs on everybody who comes. This is not for us to gather information on people. We want people to come and feel comfortable and circulate. And
bring their friends. Why not have a day to hang out together?
Absolutely.
As a family or as, friends that have these same issues can talk about it.
It's a good chance to get together. Everybody can learn more by signing up for our weekly email blast, going to repflick.com, and there's a place to subscribe. It's just a weekly email that comes to your inbox. We will be talking about this Expo and the speaker series in the weeks to come, talking about some new vendors who are signing up and that kind of thing. So it's a great way to stay in touch is by signing up for the email blast, repflick.com. Subscribe.
Sounds good. We'll do that and get all the info.
Absolutely, yes.
So looking forward in this legislative session, Representative Flick, what's coming up?
Well, let's start with the budget.
Okay.
It seems crazy because in Pennsylvania, we do the budget. It's due out July 1st of every year. It has, in the 4 years that I've been there, it's never been met by July 1st. Some years it runs into December. So it just seems like 12 months a year. We are always working on the budget.
Yes.
And this Human Services Expo ties into that because the $50-some billion budget, 41% of that goes to human services. So by far, human services is a large, large part of the budget. So sometimes we got to think, how do we do more with less, just like your family would think.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the biggest parts of this legislative session coming up beginning July 1st.
That you have to fight for us.
That I have to fight, absolutely. And also going back to House Bill 1499, the shared parenting, hoping to get that across the finish line. Over to the Senate side, I have had several meetings with the governor. He seems willing to sign it. We just got to get it over there. So we'll keep fighting for the kids of the Commonwealth. So
you go to Taiwan. When you come back, will there still be time to vote and to have legislative sessions, or will it be summertime by the time you get back? Well,
the trip there, coming back, it'll actually be summer. Summer will be off, which works well for me but you don't take time off. We're on the tourism committee. Sure. Last year, we had Carrie organized the tourism committee for all 24 members. They all came to watch a Little League game, and we got so much done. And some of those events, somebody told me, might have been Senator Y'all, when you get to Harrisburg, you'll get most of your work done, not 9 to 5, but in the evenings when you have dinners with different groups. And I would say that's definitely the case. And for them coming here last year, all 24 members, and opening their eyes, not just to Little League baseball, but to how beautiful the whole area is.
Absolutely.
We may be repeating that this year, probably another tourism committee meeting here in Williamsport, or we may look at a different venue. It might be at the college. It might be at Lycoming College, which is doing great things over there. So we are so fortunate and blessed to have 2 phenomenal colleges here.
Well, we're blessed to have you working on our side. So thank you, Representative Flick. And thank you, Carrie Pauling, for doing the things that you do to support Representative Flick and all the different options that we have because of your legislations.
Our pleasure.
We are so thrilled to be a part of this event here. We're going to be talking about the Human Services Expo coming up April 23rd. Once again, what's the email address where we can get information?
Go to www.repflick.com. Subscribe to the e-blast. You can find information on events. You can also check out Facebook, of course.
Sure.
RepFlick on Facebook. Lots of information there as well.
Before we let you go, is there anything else that you'd like to say or wrap up for us today?
I would just like to thank you for your energy. And I will tell you, this expo has that same energy. So if you're not sure you want to come or not, come, and you're going to leave with a smile on your face. It's good stuff.
Well, thank you for being here today, and it's great to have you both on In Touch. In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncie, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.